Hello and welcome to Leading with Rakael. I'm Rakael Carr, a leadership strategist and a financial growth coach.
Welcome back to part 2 of your relationship with your money, Rakael's Top 10.
The other type of relationship I want to talk about, number 6, is that overprotective relationship. You know that overprotective. We're just smothered. Absolutely smothering the money. The dollar can holler. You're stingy, you don't want to give it, you're hoarding it. It's in you stored it up somewhere. So you probably have some that's slowly growing because you might be saving, but you're not giving it. It's not really doing what it could be in abundant fashion. Where you're just stingy. I want to be quite frank. You're squeezing that dollar so tight. You don't want to give it to nobody. You don't want to do anything. You might have some savings built up, but you haven't realized that giving is an option. You haven't really told it the various places that it could go. It's not thriving in the way that it could, but you're very tight, very tight. Very tight. People need stuff. You're not giving. Everybody knows you as the stingy family member. Don't ask so-and-so. So-and-so ain't giving nothing. So you have a nice little nest egg probably set up for yourself, but you don't have what you could have. You have a little nice nest egg set up for yourself. That's that overprotective money, just smothering the money. Can't go nowhere, can't do nothing. You got a real tight grip on that money. The next type I want to talk about is number 7. This is that transactional relationship. You don't even really like each other. You don't even really like your money. You're not paying yourself when you get paid. It comes into a location, your bank account, and as soon as it hits, it leaves out. It's just a transaction. It's just a holding space where you know what you need to do with it. You need to sign it to go somewhere. You need to sign to pay this bill, that person. But it's just a holding space. You can't even enjoy it. You're not able to have any fun with it. It's a transactional relationship. In, out. In, out, in, out. The next type of relationship I want to talk about is number 8. That's that friends with benefits. Oh, you have fun with this money. This money, you have a good, semi-healthy relationship with your money. You have ways to get a side hustle. You have ways to get side contracts. You have ways to make money. You know how to make money, and when you make it, you might work hard, but you're going to play hard as well. But one of the things that I find with the friends with benefits, there's not a lot of substance there. So you might have a little bit of savings. You might have some 401k working for you, but you don't have long range goals. You don't have long range goals in motion where the money is really there to support you in a lot of different areas. And it's because you know how to make money pretty quickly. Usually if you're in this mindset, that friends with benefits, you're not really worried about if a rainy day comes, because you're thinking if a rainy day comes, you'll just pick up a contract, you'll just pick up a side gig, you'll pick up a side hustle because you know how to make money. Your skills may be in demand, how to start businesses, you're very talented usually, folks that are in that friends with benefits. And in your mind, you know that you could build money and really have sustainability, but things pop up. Things happen. And when things happen, you get another gig or you get another contract. You find a way just to cover those bills. And because of that, you haven't been able to make it to that really good committed relationship with your money. So now we're at the last two. The last two are very, very similar to each other. Number 9 is that committed relationship. Long-term relationship with your money. Doing really, really good. Why I call it the long-term committed relationship, because you're in a committed relationship, you know where your money is going, you have a good handle over things, you're watching it, it's doing what it needs to do, but you don't have that papers, those long-term relationships, but you haven't made it official. Somebody have your savings, you have your emergency fund, you have you have the stuff that comes with friends and benefits. You're able to take trips, you're able to enjoy yourself. You have your 401k, you maybe have some other investments that you have going on. You also have even some long-term plans. You know where it's going to be. The good thing about a committed relationship, the good thing about these last two, in a committed relationship, if you lose your job, you have your 6 months saved up. You have time to get back on your feet. You also have your skills, so you might be able to apply those skills to some other areas. Other good thing, if something happens, because things come up, you have your emergency fund. So committed relationship is there to support you. It's there to make sure that if you do have an emergency or a life event, you're taken care of. You know, you have your insurance policy. Usually if you're in that long-term committed relationship, you get sick, you have coverage, you have things that you can pull from. So those committed relationships are really, really good. But my number 10, you know what my number 10 is. You know what my number 10 is going to be. Number 10 is hashtag relationship goals. That's when you're married. Money is there for you in ups and downs because you're properly prepared. The difference between number 9 and number 10 in a marriage, when you're really in a long-term committed marriage with your money, guess what? You made it official. You've done your will. So you know what your money is doing in this life and when you're gone. You have some estate planning. You know, you really have a good handle on your money. You tell your money where it needs to go. The money is there for you when you fall down. You know, when you get back on your feet, you have a good, strong foundation. You have savings, 401 investments. You really know where your money is at. You know, if you need a credit score, not everyone needs a credit score. If you have enough money, you don't need a credit score. But you don't have any derogatory credit. When you're in a marriage or a long-term relationship, you go through those tough times, but you learn from them, you make adjustments, and you grow. You realize that this is a tool. You realize that you're better together. You know, you realize that you have to communicate and tell your money where it needs to go. You can't hide from it. You can't keep secrets. Creditor over there waiting for you. You know, you're in a good, healthy relationship. And when hard times come, you're not worried. You know, you're not stressed because you've prepared for this. You have a strong foundation in order to stand on. I want to ask you, what is your relationship with money? So we want to recap and go over everything. What is your relationship with money? I've talked to you about the top 10 that I feel that most people have. You might have another one, or you might have a different type of relationship, or might have a mixture of them. But I want you to look back and what's your first memory of money? When you think about money, do you smile? Do you frown? What are you feeling internally about money? What is the relationship you would desire to have? Maybe you want to call it something different, but what would you desire? As a leader, you have to have a good handle over what you want in life and what you want to see. And until next time, thank you for leading with Rakael. And as always, subscribe or forward it to someone that you think might need to know what their relationship is with money. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.